What is up, guys? Frank the Tank here, back on another episode of MLB The Show 16, jumping into our Pittsburgh Pirates franchise and the highly anticipated debut of one of our top prospects, Jameson Taillon. Taillon tore up AAA before his call-up. Calling him up because Jeff Locke has not been pitching well for us. I believe he was 4-4 and had an ERA up over 5. I reviewed it in the last video, the state of the BUCS. If you haven't checked that out, please pause this, check that one out, and that'll give you some leeway before this video starts. So we see the stats here on Taillon: 6'5", 240 pounds, 24 years old, coming off of a few bad injuries. He had an arm injury and surgery a couple years back, and then last year, I think it was I forget exactly what he hurt, but he missed the rest of the year. So he missed a lot of time in the last couple years. But right here, we're starting off with leadoff man Charlie Blackmon hitting a hard grounder. Jung Ho Gung making the play, firing onto first for the out. Here we have the starting lineup for the Rockies: Blackmon, LeMahieu, Cargo, Arenado, Paulson, Trevor Story, Geraldo Parra, Garneau, and their pitcher, who is Chad Bettis. So next batter, DJ LeMahieu, is going to hit a hard liner out to John Jaso, who covers that on the line for out number 2. 3-1 count to the next batter, Carlos Gonzalez, the pitch from Taillon, and he beats the shift and hits it opposite way, but Starling Marte has a cannon. Let's see if Cargo's going to test him. He is. Marte fires the throw, and he is safe. Josh Harrison cannot make the catch. I do think if he caught that, we would have got the out. But the next batter, Nolan Arenado, is going to hit a weak grounder over to Jung Ho Gung, who fires onto first for out number 3. So one hit surrendered there, a double to Carlos Gonzalez in the top of the first. But a very, very pedestrian inning there for Jameson Taillon. Good way to start the day and get those nerves out. Chad Bettis on the mound for the Colorado Rockies. 3-1 is a good record, but a 5.13 ERA is indicative of high run support. So we're going to try to calm those Rockies bats and get to Bettis early on in this game. John Jaso starting off the pitch, and he's going to fly this one deep to left field, but not deep enough. That ball is going to be put away by Geraldo Parra for out number 1. Our lineup: Jaso, Andrew McCutchen, Jung Ho Gung, Starling Marte, Gregory Polanco, catcher Francisco Cervelli, 7th spot Josh Harrison, 8th shortstop Jordy Mercer, and of course the pitcher Jameson Taillon. Andrew McCutchen stepping to the plate, 356 average on the year with 13 home runs, having a fantastic year so far. We're going to guess this high pitch, and we're going to hit this ball over to Arenado, who fires and throws it into the stands. You're not going to see Arenado make many errors like that, but that ends up putting McCutchen on second. Next batter is Jung Ho Gung. He's going to hit a grounder to short. Trevor Story on the backhand fires on just to get Gung by about a step. So we still have Andrew McCutchen on second base here with 2 outs. Starling Marte at the dish, and he's going to hit this one hard to Arenado, who makes a nice backhand, fires onto first, knowing that Marte has some speed there and he has to make a quick turn, and that's going to do it for the BUCS here in the first. So we go top 2 here. 0-2 count, Trevor Story up. He's going to hit it to Mercer, who flips to Harrison, who makes a nice throw to Jaso. The 6-4-3 double play retires Trevor Story. After another base runner, Garneau's up, and he's going to swing and miss at this pitch, and that's going to be Jameson Taillon's first career strikeout. One of hopefully many career strikeouts, and going to the bottom of the second here, the Pirates are tied with the Rockies 0-0. Fast forwarding here, top third, Chad Bettis at the plate. The opposing pitcher, 1-2 count. He's going to swing and miss at this sweeping curveball for Jameson Taillon's second strikeout. So bottom of the third here, Jordy Mercer up at the dish. Taillon pitching good through 3, but we're going to need some run support. So Jordy Mercer at the plate. 0-0 count here, bottom of the third, leading off the inning. The pitch from Chad Bettis, and Mercer crushes this ball deep center field. Blackmon's back, and this ball's gone. Jordy Mercer with the towering home run to center field. What a way to start the day for Jordy Mercer there. His first at bat, he crushes this pitch deep to center field and gone. Number 2 on the year for Jordy Mercer, and that's going to give your Bucks a 1-0 lead here. Not nearly enough run support so far for Taillon, but that's going to get us off to the right star. 406 feet to dead center field. You can see here, he just gets all of this ball deep to center field, and I think we're going to get pretty close to hitting that batter's eye there out in center field on the rainy evening in PNC Park, and we just missed scraping along that. So we're going to go bottom third here, same inning, 2 outs, Andrew McCutchen at the plate, and we're going to wait on this curveball, and we're going to hit it into right center field. Carlos Gonzalez is able to cut it off, which holds Andrew McCutchen to a single. So that's going to be his first hit of the day after reaching on an error. Next batter, Jung Ho Kang, the pitch, and he just gets sawed off here by Bettis on that inside fastball, and that's going to do it for the inning. But we do add one here with the Jordy Mercer solo home run, and after 3 here at PNC Park, your Buccos have a 1-0 lead. Top 4 here, 2 runners on, 2 outs. Geraldo Parra at the plate. Taillon in a bit of a jam, and he's going to start him off here with a big sweeping curveball for strike number 1. The next pitch is going to be flown into left field, and Starling Marte is going to put that away. So Jameson Taillon giving up a fair amount of hits, but he's going to pitch himself out of a jam there with a runner in scoring position. And the Buccos head to the bottom of the 4th, still holding their 1-0 lead. 3-0 count here, bottom 4, Gregory Polanco. 1 out, the pitch from Bettis. He hangs a curveball, and Polanco crushes this one deep to right field, and this is just going to sneak inside the line for a solo home run. Gregory Polanco, the 3-0 count. What possibly could have been ball 4 or close to it. Crushes this one over the Clemente wall, just sneaking around that foul pole, and that's going to give your Pirates a 2-0 lead. Gregory Polanco's 5th home run of the year. We're going to take a look at the pitch by pitch for this at bat. Polanco goes up 3-0 in the count. We see this first one is way up and in there. Second pitch is going to fall on the outside part of the plate, a changeup. Third one, a fastball that misses. And fourth one, he just hangs this curveball on the outside part of the plate. And Gregory Polanco knew that he got enough to put it out. So top 5 here. 2 runners on, DJ LeMahieu with the dish. And that ball gets called. That pitch gets called ball 4. That was easily a strike, but LeMahieu's going to walk it. Now we have the bases loaded for Carlos Gonzalez. 1 out here in the top of the 5th, and he's going to hit a weak ground ball to second. Harrison flips to Mercer, who gets the turn, and we get the double play. Carlos Gonzalez grounds into the 4-6-3 DP, and Jameson Taillon gets himself out of a bases loaded jam with a little bit of help from his defense. And the middle of 5, we have a 2-0 lead. Taillon surrendered 7 hits so far, but no runs have come across as we see the very nice turn by the Buccos middle infield there. So we're going to head here bottom of the 6th, Andrew McCutchen at the dish. 1-0 count. The pitch is crushed deep left center field, and this one's into the bullpen. Andrew McCutchen with a solo home run, number 14 on the year. Still very early in the season, guys. We're only halfway through May. Your 28-15 Pittsburgh Pirates, who recently surpassed the Chicago Cubs to go into the first place for the NL Central, are getting a power surge here. Number 14 on the year for Andrew McCutchen. He tips his hat, and that's going to be a 3-0 Bucco lead here. So Jameson Taillon, top 7. 2-2 count the pitch, and Brandon Barnes pinch hitting for Chad Bettis is going to hit this one into left field. Marte's up and firing, but they're going to hold the runners, so we are in a tough spot here. Taillon has bases loaded with no outs, and Clint Hurdle has seen enough. A very nice debut from Jameson Taillon. He's going to give us 6 innings. He does surrender 10 hits, but no runs have scored as of yet, and he finishes the day with only 2 strikeouts. But the electric stuff that he brought to the plate as he tips his hat to the crowd, the electric stuff that he has, we know that number is going to go up. So we're going to bring on Archimedes Caminero here. In 13 games, he has an ERA at almost 10. But the reason we're bringing him on here is because we need strikeouts, and Caminero is definitely a strikeout pitcher. He has some very, very good pitches, very good fastball. 0-2 here to Charlie Blackmon. He's going to pop this one up. Josh Harrison's going to fade under it. The umps are going to rule this an infield fly roll, but Harrison tucks it away anyway for out number 1. Next batter, DJ LeMahieu, 1-2, and he's going to fist this one into right center field, and Harrison makes a fantastic play, ranging into shallow center field, and fires onto home to ensure nobody gets in. So we have 3-0 here to Carlos Gonzalez. And Caminero is going to miss here. Bases loaded. Walk to Cargo is going to drive in a run. So the Pirates' lead is cut to 2 runs as Cargo takes his base. Next batter, Nolan Arenado with bases loaded. Not a great situation to be in. Need a big pitch here for Caminero. 0-1. We're going to go with the slider, and it's going to work out as Arenado hits it back to Caminero, who fires on to first, almost a little too high for Jaso to handle, but we are going to get out of the inning. So Jameson Taillon's book is closed. 6 innings, 10 hits, 1 run, and 2 strikeouts on the day. Heading to the bottom of the 7th, your Pirates are up 3-1. Jordy Mercer here, 2 outs, bottom 7, 0-1 count. The pitch, and Mercer crushes this one down the left field line, and it's gone. He wraps it around the foul pole for his 2nd home run of the game. Jordy Mercer with a little offensive explosion on his own. Solo home run number 2 of the game, number 3 on the season, and the Pirates get that run back that we surrendered in the top of the 7th from that solo home run by Jordy Mercer. It is now a 4-1 ball game. We see Mercer here gets this high pitch and just clobbers it. He knew it right off the bat. He gave a little bit of a showman bat flip there, but he wraps this around the foul pole. That ball was hit very far. Top 8 here. Almost unhittable Tony Watson at the dish. We're going to throw a strike there to Garneau. Next pitch is going to be an easy grounder to Jordy Mercer, our offensive superstar of the game, is going to fire it to retire him for out number 3 in the top of the 8th. So we're going to head here to the bottom of the 8th, still up 3 runs, and maybe keep it a safe situation for Melanson. But Andrew McCutchen on second. Starling Marte is going to rip this ball down the right field line. This one's going to get off the Clemente wall, just out of the reach of Carlos Gonzalez. McCutchen comes around to school, and Starling Marte is into second with a stand-up RBI double, taking our lead to 5-1. Top 9 here. Mark the Shark Melanson in the game. 0-2 count the pitch, and he's going to get Ryan Rayburn to swing and miss over that knuckle curve. Next batter is DJ LeMahieu with a runner on first. The pitch, and he's going to ground it to Jaso. Fires on to second. Mercer throws back to first, and not in time to get LeMahieu, but we do get the fielder's choice ground out there. Next batter, Carlos Gonzalez, is fishing at this big knuckle curveball. Francisco Cervelli fires on to first, and you can raise the Jolly Roger because the Pittsburgh Pirates are going to pick up the win here in Jameson Taillon's MLB debut. Fantastic performance from the young pitcher. Not a lot of strikeouts like we're anticipating, but he gets the work done. He did surrender 10 hits over 6 innings. We pulled him in the 7th after he got the bases loaded with no outs, but Archimedes Caminero was able to come into the game, only surrendering 1 run on the Carlos Gonzalez bases loaded walk, and then getting Arenado to ground out to end that inning. But like I said, Jameson Taillon, 6 innings, 10 hits, gets tacked with that 1 earned run and strikes out 2. Your offensive star of the game has to be Jordy Mercer, 2 for 3 with those 2 big solo home runs. The first opening up the scoring in the bottom of the 3rd, and the second one coming as some insurance in the bottom of the 7th. Andrew McCutchen was 3 for 4 on the day with that solo home run to deep center, left center field, and then Gregory Polanco was 1 for 4, but that one was a big one, the towering home run on the 3-0 pitch in the bottom of the 4th. So that's going to do it for this video, guys. Let me know what you think of Taillon's debut, how he pitched, what you anticipate for him going forward. And as always, guys, like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you are new, and this is Frank the Tank, and I will catch you guys next time.